¿Cómo están todos? Vamos a compartir mi pantalla directamente con ustedes. Aquí tenemos y empezamos la clase el día de hoy. Get everybody's screen here. If you have the ability to have your screen on, it's always nice to see you, but I understand in certain circumstances it's difficult. And if I'm going to leave the chat open if you have any questions, and we'll also be using that quite a bit throughout the class. Excelente. Okay. And one more thing window I'm going to open up here. Make sure I can mute everybody. We want to be mindful of our microphones. I'll have you chime in occasionally, but we always like to have those off just so any background noise doesn't disturb anybody else. Okay, perfecto. ¿Cómo están todos? Excelente. Muy bien. Always the secret to the recipe, secret sauce, mass amount of information constantly. I harp on my students daily during the day. Listen, read, talk, listen, read, talk. Anything you could do to be able to give yourself that input daily, as much time as you can. I mean, become an addict. That's what I say. Any type of free time you have, listen to a podcast. Any type of free time you have, read a short reading sample. And I've provided some examples for you. Always try to do that on a daily basis. If you truly want to grow in the language, that's the secret recipe right there. Okay, perfecto, perfecto. Vamos a seguir hoy. Okay. By the way, the lesson plans that I provide always have links to them. Like, for example, if you were to click on this lesson, if you go into Canvas and go to any one of the lessons and you see this slide, click on Better Your Spanish, and that'll get you to a document that I have a huge compilation of listening, reading, audio suggestions, some that are engaging, some that are less engaging. Find something that fits your ability and do that daily. Those are there for your benefit. So you have access to my slides in Canvas to be able to click on these. Okay, perfecto. Vamos a seguir. Hoy es jueves, ¿no? Hoy es jueves y son las 6:05. Son las 6:05. Y vamos a seguir el día de hoy. I'm just going to get right into it. Any burning questions right now from the class that might benefit everybody? Anything on your mind that needs to be clarified? I'm going to go over a review of chapters 3 and 4 tonight. We don't have a test this next week. Don't worry. We will have it the following week. But this next week, there's a lot of wrap up material that you'll be doing. And I have a discussion board that is extra credit. So you don't have to do it. But if you want to, and it only requires a post, you don't have to respond to a classmate. So if you want to make an initial post, that will be extra credit for you. So thought I'd throw that in there midway, a little bit more than midway through the semester. Ok, perfecto. Vamos a ver, la familia. Yo quiero hablar de la familia. Tenemos una familia, muchos miembros de la familia. Vamos a practicar un poco la familia. Tenemos la familia empezando con clase, repitan. Vamos, those that can repeat. Padre. Vamos a decir padre.
Padre,
Excelente, muy bien. Siguiente. Madre.
madre,
Madre,
Excelente, muy bien. Hijo.
hijo,
hijo,
Perfecto. Hija.
hija,
hija,
Excelente. There we go. Hermana.
hermana,
hermana,
Excelente. Hermano.
hermano,
hermano,
Muy bien. Primo.
primo,
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 Perfecto. Prima.
prima,
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 Muy bien, muy bien. Tío.
tío,
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 Muy bien. Tía.
tía,
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 Perfecto. Abuelo.
abuelo,
abuelo,
Muy bien. Abuela.
abuela,
abuela,
Excelente. Nieto.
nieto,
nieto,
Excelente. Sobrino.
sobrino,
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 Perfecto. Suegro.
suegro,
suegro,
Suegro es la madre de mi esposa. Mi esposa, su madre es mi suegra o mi suegro. Padre, suegro, madre, suegra. Suegra, suegro. Excelente, muy bien. Clase, repitan. Cuñado.
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 Excelente. Yerno.
Yerno.
Mi hija tiene un esposo. El esposo es mi yerno. Es mi yerno. Excelente, muy bien. Nuera.
Nuera.
Muy bien. Mi hija tiene, hija está bien. Mi hijo tiene una esposa. Ella es mi nuera. Mi nuera. Excelente. Perfecto. Um, Keep in mind, all of these sample vocabulary family tree little thingies, you have access to this in Canvas. The chapter where we introduced the vocabulary, I'm not really sure what module it is, module 7 or so, 6 or 7, maybe 8. You can go ahead and look and click on it. It says Vocabulario La Familia, and you can sift through those as well. Okay, excelente. Vamos a seguir un pequeño repaso. Always like to recycle some words. Ok, clase, repiten por favor. Ducharse.
Ducharse.
Ok, recuerdan, remember, recuerdan. Verbo reflexivo. It's a traditional AR verb, duchar, but there's that reflexive element that we mentioned last week. Now, the se is simply to indicate it's reflexive. We don't say yo ducharse. You would have to conjugate the entire verb and use the appropriate reflexive pronoun. Yo me ducho. Ejemplo. Tú te duchas. Él se ducha, etcétera, etcétera. Ok, clase, repiten, por favor. Ducharse.
Ducharse.
Muy bien. Secarse.
Secarse.
Sí, hay muchos ejemplos. Secarse las manos con una toalla, secarse la cara, secarse el pelo, secarse el cuerpo. Yo me seco las manos con una toalla. Yo me seco las manos con una toalla. Clase, afeitarse.
Afeitarse.
Sí, mira, clase, yo necesito afeitarme. Necesito afeitarme. Could I put that me before necesito?
Yes.
Yo me necesito afeitar. I want to shave. Yo quiero afeitarme. Or yo me quiero afeitar. Excelente. Clase, acostarse.
Acostarse.
Perfecto. Now that's a stem changing verb. I lie down. I go to bed. Yo me acuesto. Acuesto. Excelente. Clase, repitan. Despertarse. Another
Despertarse.
stem changing verb. Yo me despierto. Yo me despierto. Hierto. Despierto. Clase, repitan. Lavarse el pelo.
Lavarse el pelo.
Muy bien. Secarse el pelo.
Secarse el pelo.
Muy bien. Maquillarse.
Maquillarse.
Muy bien, muy bien. Arreglarse. I love that word. Arreglarse is just to get ready, to put yourself together, right? To get ready. Yo me arreglo cada mañana. Clase, ponerse algo.
Ponerse algo.
Now, I put the word algo in there, but you can have any type of clothing item. Ponerse una camisa, ponerse un vestido, ponerse una chaqueta. Yo me pongo, that's a yo-go verb, it's a pongo. Yo me pongo una chaqueta cuando hace frío. I put on a jacket when it's cold. Yo me pongo una chaqueta cuando hace frío, por ejemplo. Ok, clase, repitan. Cepillarse los dientes.
Cepillarse los dientes.
Perfecto, perfecto. Vestirse.
Vestirse.
Excelente clase. Muy bien, muy bien. I'm going to make sure everybody's muted here. Excelente. Quiero comenzar la clase con biblioteca. Es un video, 5 minutos con preguntas. Y aquí tengo un grupo de amigos, unos amigos. Ellos juegan juntos. Muchas palabras. Dale, fuera de aquí, piensa. There's a lot of cool vocab there that's going to be highlighted. Se fue la luz. I really like that one. The lights went out. It literally means the light left. So that's kind of funny. Después, nosotros vamos a responder. Responder, we're going to respond. ¿Cierto o falso? True or false. Okay. 6 ejemplos. Para Eloy y Ana Sofía, es divertido jugar al tenis con el Wii. ¿Cierto o falso? Claudia dice que Ramadés distrae a los tenistas. Distrae. That's a very difficult word. It's a new word. Distraer. It means to distract. Ramadés dice que Claudia es mandona. Remember that from last week? Mandona, bossy, right? A Carlitos, el hijo de Omar, le gusta jugar con el Wii en la casa de sus amigos. Muy bien, excelente. Ana Sofía dice que ella es excelente en el fútbol. Los chicos van a formar un equipo de fútbol con los otros miembros del club. Before we continue, antes de continuar, I'm going to try to repeat that en español. Antes de continuar, ¿hay preguntas? ¿Hay palabras difíciles? ¿Hay palabras difíciles? ¿Una palabra difícil, clase? ¿Cómo se dice van a formar? ¿Cómo se dice van a formar en inglés? Escribe en el chat, por favor. ¿Cómo se dice van a formar? Los chicos van a formar un equipo. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? Los chicos van a formar un equipo. Es un poco difícil, ¿no? ¿Alguien quiere describir? I'm just going to actually ask somebody. Carter, ¿cómo se dice en inglés? What do you think? Los chicos van a formar un equipo. How would you translate that? What would you think?
Is it like grab? I'm not completely sure,
That's okay. That's
to be
okay.
honest.
Amanda, you want to give that a go? What is that? What is van a formar un equipo? What is that? That's a very big sentence, right? Van a formar un equipo.
Is van a form of to go or no? Because is it
Yes.
okay?
But not necessarily go to a place, but going to.
They okay, they will,
Okay, they will. You could say it like that.
I
They
guess,
will.
or
They will.
they're going, I guess.
Yeah, either way, they're going to form or they will form a football or a soccer team. In this case, football is soccer. They're going to form a soccer team. Van a formar un equipo de fútbol. We're actually going to look at that structure of sentences today. Van a formar. That's kind of why I wanted to bring it up. Excelente. Muy bien. Muchas gracias. Okay. Ahora preguntas. ¿De qué país son los padres de Ramadés? ¿De qué país? What country are they from? ¿Cómo se llama el hijo de Omar? ¿Qué deporte prefiere jugar Sofía, Ana Sofía, en el Wii? ¿Qué deporte prefiere jugar? Remember those dual verb structures? Prefiere jugar, prefer to play. What sport does Ana Sofía prefer to play on the Wii? ¿Qué tienen ganas de hacer? That's that new word that's going to pop up today. Ganas de hacer is feel like doing, have a desire or interest. ¿Qué tienen ganas de hacer los miembros del club? What do the members of the club feel like doing? Okay, on Friday in the afternoon. Okay, tenemos preguntas. These are all pre. Ahora vamos a ver el video. Vamos a ver el video. We're going to take a look at the video. I'm going to stop sharing my screen over here. Excelente. Muchas gracias. Bring the video over here. Gracias por su paciencia. Okay.
Dale, Ana Sofía, rápido. No tenemos mucho tiempo.
Paciencia, hombre, paciencia.
Ana Sofía, Ana Sofía. ¡Ra, ra, ra!
Silencio, chicos.
¡Viva Ana Sofía, la gran tenista de España!
¡Viva!
¿Y yo no juego bien al tenis yo? Bueno, más o menos.
Fuera de aquí, Radamés. Mucha distracción para los tenistas.
¿Eh? Así es Claudia siempre, muy mandona. Piensa que nuestra mamá...
Lo siento, Radamés. Soy muy dominante a veces, ¿verdad?
Dominante. Sí, un poquito, pero no importa. Chao.
Dominante,
Lo
controlling.
siento, Radamés.
No hay problema, chica. Wow, man. Dale, chamaca.
Ay, alguien está llamando por Skype. ¿Es Omar? No. Hola, Omar.
Mhm.
Omar es ecuatoriano y vive en Ecuador con su esposa Marcela y sus 2 hijos pequeños. Claudia siempre me habla mucho de él. Dice que es muy buena gente. Por fin voy a conocerlo. Bueno, ustedes también.
Mhm.
Claudia, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. ¿Y vos?
Bien, bien, excelente.
Qué bueno. Mira, te presento un nuevo miembro del club, Radamés.
Mucho gusto en conocerte, Omar.
Encantado. ¿De dónde eres?
Mis padres son de Cuba, pero yo nací en Miami.
Miami. Qué bien. Quiero visitar esta ciudad. Hay muchos hispanos en Miami, ¿verdad?
Sí, y muchos cubanos.
Qué bien. Amigos Sin Fronteras es realmente un club internacional. Pero, ¿dónde está Eloy?
Aquí estoy.
Está aquí con Ana Sofía. A los dos les encanta jugar el Wii, juegan todo el tiempo. Y Ana Sofía va ganando. Hola, Omar.
Ah, mi hijo Carlitos quiere un Wii para su cumpleaños. Acá en Ecuador el Wii es popular entre los niños. Carlitos quiere un rock band. Le gusta mucho tocar la guitarra.
Omar, qué bueno que llamas. ¿Te gusta jugar con el Wii?
Para mí es algo nuevo, pero mi hijo juega en casa de sus amigos.
El Wii es muy divertido y puedes practicar muchos deportes. Puedes jugar al golf, al béisbol, al tenis, al racquetball y también puedes boxear.
Ajá. ¿Y cuál es tu juego favorito?
El tenis, aunque Eloy prefiere el racquetball. La verdad que el Wii es muy bueno para hacer ejercicio en casa.
Pues creo que le voy a comprar el Wii a Carlitos. Pero oigan, tengo otra sorpresa para ustedes. Voy a viajar a Berkeley en marzo.
¡Qué
¡Qué
bien!
buena sorpresa, Omar! ¿Y vienes con tu esposa y tus hijos?
Bueno, viajo para asistir a un congreso. Voy con mi esposa, sí, pero no con los niños.
Oigan, ¿qué pasa?
Se fue la luz, ¿no? Y perdimos la conexión de internet. Qué raro, ¿no? ¿Omar?
No importa, nos podemos conectar después.
Sí. Oye, ¿y por qué no salimos fuera?
Sí, ¿por qué no jugamos al fútbol? Yo tengo una pelota en mi mochila.
Sí, dale, excelente idea. Bien, tenía ganas de hacer un poco de ejercicio, pero no sé yo si al fútbol soy muy buena.
No te preocupes, tampoco eres buena al Wii. Vamos,
Vamos.
Hmm.
Sí. Me gusta mucho jugar al fútbol.
Sí, es divertido, pero prefiero jugar con más personas.
Oigan, ¿por qué no formamos un equipo de fútbol?
¿Con chicos y chicas?
Sí, ¿por qué no?
Invitamos a los otros miembros del club. A Nayeli, a Rodrigo, a Camila.
¡Qué buena idea! ¿Podemos jugar todos los viernes en la tarde? Después todos nos vamos juntos a cenar.
Fantástico. Jugamos y después vamos a cenar en picante.
Claro, tu restaurante favorito.
Picante.
Ay.
Muy picante.
Okay. Just a reminder, this is on page in your textbook, I believe, page 140 in the textbook, if you have access to that online textbook, of course, 140. And I always recommend when we watch videos, we only do it once together, but videos and any type of very short audio, it's always recommended to listen multiple times. So if you have a chance, and that they were speaking fast on a lot of those, I would attempt to watch that over and over until we can start making sense and put the subtitles on to read those. That's always my suggestion. Excelente. Vamos a contestar a unas preguntas. Let's go ahead and share this other screen again and continue. Perfecto, perfecto. Okay, I'm going to get my chat open because I want you guys to be able to respond a little bit. And I'm sorry, Victor, your message actually was to everybody. Could you clarify your question? I'm a little confused at what you're asking. Are you there? If you can go ahead and clarify your question to me in the chat, that'd be great. I can definitely answer your question. Okay, perfecto. Okay, cierto o falso. Número uno, clase. Para Eloy y Sofía es divertido jugar al tenis con el Wii. ¿Cierto o falso? ¿Cierto o falso? Oh, qué rápido. Sí, es cierto, es cierto. Para ellos es muy divertido. Les gusta jugar con el Wii. Claudia dice que Ramadés distrae a los tenistas, a Eloy y Ana. ¿Cierto o falso? ¿Cierto o falso? Sí. Muy bien, clase. También es cierto, también. ¿Ok? Ramadés dice que Claudia es mandona. Claudia, ok. Okay, just to clarify, Victor, Claudia replied him and voy instead of tú. Oh, I get it. Okay. I know exactly what you're saying here. I'm gonna address that in a second. It took me a little bit to get what you're trying to say, but I know exactly what you're asking. Okay, Ramadés dice que Claudia es mandona. Sí, correcto. She actually called herself dominante. She's like, am I dominante? Am I controlling? Número cuatro. A Carlos, el hijo de Omar, le gusta jugar el Wii en la casa de sus amigos. A Carlitos. He was mentioned in the video during the Skype chat. Okay. Perfecto, cierto también. Good job. Excelente. Muy bien. Ana Sofía dice que ella es excelente en el fútbol. Anybody remember hearing that? Oh, Amanda's on it. She was paying attention. Good job. Excelente, Shannon. Muy bien. Perfecto. No, ella no dijo que es excelente en el fútbol. Ok, los chicos van a formar un equipo de fútbol con otros miembros del club. La respuesta es, a ver, cierto o falso. Cierto o falso. It's a difficult question. Did we pick that up at the end? La respuesta es cierto, es cierto. Ahora, tenemos preguntas. Before I answer we go to the next slide for the questions. There was a great question by Victor, and briefly what it was is Claudia said back to him, y vos. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this briefly to answer that question. Go ahead and stop sharing this. And I'm going to share a whiteboard screen so I could type it out. This is something brought up in the book, but I don't necessarily go over it. I don't want it to be anything that's going to trick your brain. We have two standard ways of saying you, and I'm going to use the word tiene, like you have a brother. So I'm going to say tú, and once again, we have our accent mark, right? Tú tienes un hermano. You have a brother. There's another way of saying it. I can say usted, which is the formal way, correct? Usted tiene un hermano. There is a third way that is in the book, but I really didn't mention it intentionally, but Claudia said it. She used the word vos. Now, not voice like I sing well, that's spelt with a Z. This is an S, and it's not vosotros that you've seen in Spain. That means you guys. It is singular, just like tú and usted, and it's a third way of saying you. Now, it's only used in certain countries. It's used in countries like Nicaragua, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Panama, a little bit of Colombia, definitely Argentina, probably Uruguay. I'm on the fence on that. I can't remember. But definitely Argentina, that they're known for the use of vos, and much of Central America. Mexico, they don't use vos. Spain, they no longer use vos. So they don't, in those two main countries, Spain and Mexico, vos is not used. And I can go through the history of vos later if you have time. If you want to drop in during my office hours, I was bored to death. One of my master's thesis was actually on the evolution of vos. What a coincidence. But here's how you would say, you have a brother using vos. It might look like, so it kind of looks like a mixture of tú and vosotros, but it's its own conjugation. Vos tenés un hermano. So it's just another way of saying you. It's very informal. It's spoken amongst friends. You're not going to speak to people you don't know. Let's say here, it is considered an antiquated way of saying you. Well, Shannon, not necessarily antiquated. It's used currently. In fact, if you travel to, I'm going to say Nicaragua, I lived there for a while. The people will either use vos or usted. I never heard while I was living there the use of tú. It was vos or usted. So some countries have that default use of vos instead of tú. Some people in Guatemala even mix it up. They'll say tú, but they'll conjugate the verb with vos. It's very interesting. There's sometimes no consistency, but in general, tú and usted are standard. Vos, don't lose sleep over that one. Unless you're going to live somewhere that uses it, then you'll be exposed to it and you'll be able to acquire it that way. So I'm going to stop sharing that. Hopefully I didn't go into too much detail and bore you to death on that, but it is, when I met my wife, I used to use vos with her because that's how I learned the Spanish. But it's not typically used in Spain. So I only use tú with my wife. Okay, perfecto. Okay, bien. Pregunta. ¿De qué país son los padres de Ramadés? Did you guys hear that? Ooh, somebody's already starting to type that in. Excelente. Amanda, muy bien. Love the quickness. Okay, excelente. Excelente. Sí, totalmente. Cuba. Así que los padres de Ramadés son de Cuba. ¿Cómo se llama el hijo de Omar? Ooh, did we catch that? Yes. Excelente. Carlitos. His name's actually Carlos, but it's a diminutive. Carlitos. It's like saying little Bobby, not just Robert, Carlitos. ¿Qué deporte prefiere jugar Ana y en el Wii? Ana Sofía. Do we get that one? A ver. Excelente. El tenis es correcto. Prefiere jugar al tenis. Cuando se apagan las luces, se fue la luz, is what she said. Los chicos siguen charlando, hablando con Omar o salen del centro estudiantil. ¿Qué hacen? ¿Qué hacen? ¿Qué hacen ellos? ¿Hablan o salen? ¿Hablan o salen? Salen. Do they stay and talk or do they leave para jugar el fútbol? Okay. But I want to type that in. Sí. Okay. Salen. Sí. Ellos salen del centro estudiantil para jugar al fútbol, ¿no? Para jugar el fútbol. Y ¿Qué tienen ganas de hacer los miembros del club los viernes por la tarde? Ok. Salen para jugar. Es actually la misma respuesta, ¿no? Es la misma. Jugar el fútbol. They love to play soccer, right? Juegan el fútbol. Excelente. Ok. Preguntas. ¿Hay algunas preguntas? Preguntas? No? No? Remember, these lessons are recorded. So if you need to go back and look at these videos and go to a specific moment in the video and rewatch the 5 minutes or so, always can do that. Okay. Perfecto. Muy bien. Okay. Un repaso. We're going to go 3 through 4, and we're going to see a little bit of grammar, practice. We're just going to practice all night. Okay. Possession, tener en ser. Tenemos aquí un grupo de personas. Ángela, Andrés, Nayeli, Eloy, Omar, Carlitos y Maritza, Lucía y Franklin. Tenemos preguntas. ¿De quién es? Posesión. ¿De quién es? ¿De quién es el libro? ¿De quién es el libro? El libro es de Ángela, por ejemplo. Ok, muy bien, ok. ¿Quién tiene dos gatos y cómo son? Ok, perfecto. Andrés tiene dos gatos. Andrés, un gato es anaranjado y el otro gato es gris y negro. Ok, chicos, voy a pedir a no voluntarios, voy a pedir, I'm going to actually see if we can answer this individually. Número uno, so be prepared. I'm going to randomly call on you. Número uno, ¿de quién son los trajes nuevos? Trajes nuevos. Who has the trajes nuevos? What is the traje? ¿De quiénes son los trajes nuevos? Vamos a empezar con Shannon. Shannon, ¿de quién son los trajes nuevos?
Omar.
Ok, excelente. Omar. Omar es la respuesta correcta. Another traje. So we're going to go son de Omar. Excelente. Muy bien. Son negro y gris. Son negro y gris. Excelente. Muy bien. We've got black and gray. Ok. Otra pregunta. ¿Quién tiene dos libros? Let's think about that one as I call on you. Ariana, ¿quién tiene dos libros?
Lucia.
Ok, a ver, vamos a ver. ¿Quién tiene dos libros? Lucía tiene dos libros. Excelente. Lucía tiene dos libros. Perfecto. ¿Quiénes tienen bicicletas nuevas? Andrés Rico, ¿quiénes tienen bicicletas nuevas?
Carlitos y Maritza.
Perfecto. Carlitos y Maritza tienen bicicletas nuevas. Ok, número cuatro. Tiana Keller. ¿De quién son los perros? ¿De quién son los perros? We'll do that first part together. Oh, there we go. ¿De quién son los perros? Are you there, Tiana? Huh. Okay. Mia R. ¿De quién son los perros?
Eloy.
Ah, excelente. Eloy, muy bien, excelente. ¿Y cómo son? ¿Cómo son? ¿Grande o pequeño?
Pequeño.
Que un perro es pequeño y otro más grande, ¿no? Son de Eloy, Pecas es grande y Chulis es pequeño. Excelente, muy bien. ¿De quién es el coche nuevo? ¿De quién es el coche nuevo? Alesia, ¿de quién es el coche nuevo? ¿De quién es el coche nuevo? ¿Mm? ¿De quién es el coche nuevo? No, is your mic working? How's it going on there? Okay, I can see you. ¿De quién es el coche nuevo? Let's go. Enseguida, ¿de quién es el coche nuevo?
Andrés.
Ok, el coche nuevo es de Andrés. ¿Andrés tiene el coche nuevo? Andrés está en el sofá con dos gatos. Coche, el coche, rum, rum. ¿De quién es el coche nuevo?
Franklin.
Franklin. ¿Y cómo es? ¿De qué color? ¿De qué color es el coche?
Es coche gris.
Gris. Could be on your screen. It looks kind of greenish to me. Es el coche, but gris could be gray. It does have a gray tone to it.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, no, perfecto, perfecto, gray, green. Muy bien, excelente. Ok, ¿quién tiene un vestido de fiesta? Amanda, ¿quién tiene el vestido de fiesta?
Um, vestido, is that dress? Es de Nayeli.
Muy bien, Nayeli tiene un vestido de fiesta. Ahora, ¿cómo es? ¿Cómo es? En tu opinión, una descripción. ¿Cómo?
Es ah, baja y
Ok, ¿es corto?
corto y
Corto.
how do I
Ujú,
say pink? It starts with a R.
ujú.
So
Rosado.
rosado.
Ok, excelente. Es corto y rosado. Muy bien, excelente. I used a different word. El vestido es rosado y bonito, en mi opinión. Nayeli tiene un vestido de fiesta y es verde o es rosado y bonito. Excelente. A couple things to clarify in the chat. I want to keep up with that. Oh, yes. You guys are giving me some great descriptions. Franklin tiene el coche nuevo. El coche es verde y pequeño. Make sure we use pequeño instead of poquito. Pequeño. Excelente. El coche tiene cuatro puertas. Yes. El coche tiene cuatro puertas y es verde o gris. Muy bien. Excelente. Um, la cartera morada. Una cartera morada. Oh, okay. Nayeli. Okay. Nayeli tiene un bolso. I'm going to type it in the chat. Un bolso morado. Ella tiene un bolso morado. Okay. Una cartera is the same thing as billetera, which means wallet. Muy bien. Una cartera or billetera is a wallet. Excelente. Muy bien. Excelente. Perfecto, clase. Love that participation. Okay. Vamos a seguir con la siguiente. Now we're talking about su cartera, mi cartera, or mi bolso, su bolso. Franklin, él tiene su coche, his car. There's more possession going on. Mi, tu, su, nuestro. Now, I don't have samples written here, so let's see if we can remember them, okay? We'll do this in the chat. Everybody could participate here. Okay, completa los diálogos con la forma apropiada del adjetivo posesivo. Un ejemplo, Rodrigo dice, Eloy, qué bonita es tu amiga. Sí, y es muy inteligente también. Eloy, how pretty is your friend? Your. Notice how that tu does not have an accent mark because it means your, not you. It means your, not you. Excelente. Okay. Rodrigo, here we go. Eloy, blank perro, lobo, es muy inteligente. What would be logical there? Okay. Okay. Excelente clase. Perfecto, perfecto. Muchos escriben tú. Hey, Eloy, tu perro, lobo, es muy inteligente. Eloy responde. Responder is to respond. Eloy responde. Gracias, pero no es mi perro. El perro, el perro de mi primo. Es el perro de mi primo. Blank perros se llaman chulis y pecas. Okay, nice job. There's some of us that Slipped up. Haley's got it right, though. Haley, good job. Good job. So what they're saying is, gracias. Yes, but it's not my dog. It's the dog of my cousin. His dogs are called his dogs. Así que sus perros. Yes, another person, Ariana. Good. Sus perros, his dogs, sus perros se llaman chulis y pecas. Y son muy inteligentes también. Ok, número dos. Muy bien, número dos. Ana Sofía, ¿tienen auto? Like a car, automóvil, carro, coche. ¿Tienen auto, blank padres? How could we make that? What is that? Okay, okay. Excelente, excelente. Excelente. Muy bien, correcto. ¿Tienen auto tus padres? Do your parents have a car? Sí, blank padres tienen un Seat rojo. Ajá, muy bien, clase, rápido, qué bien, muy rápido. Mis padres tienen un Seat rojo. Eloy, número 3. Eloy dice, ¿cómo se llama blank esposa? ¿Cómo se llama blank esposa? Blank se llama, excuse me, blank esposa se llama Marcela. Ok, muy bien, good, good. So, ¿cómo se llama tu esposa? And Omar responde, oh, mi esposa se llama Marcela. Excelente clase, muy bien. Okay, número 4.
I have a quick question.
Yes, absolutely.
So, I know it says "Cómo se llama tu esposa?" Is that just because we're making the assumption that like Eloy and Omar are friends, whereas like when would we use su, like in a more like usted or formal? So are we just making the assumption that they're on a more, more than like an acquaintance, more like a friend?
100%. Yes, we are making that assumption. Could we say Sue because we're talking to our teacher, Eloy? Absolutely. I think if the textbook to clarify that would have said Senor Robles or something of that nature. But
Okay.
yes, you're right. I mean, to be honest, Costa Rica uses usted in an informal fashion. So it could be Sue. That's completely fair, referring to your usted, meaning formally. So grammatically valid. Absolutely. But yeah, my assumption was they're buddies. Very good question. Okay. ¿Cómo se llama tu esposa? Mi esposa se llama Marcela. Excelente. Abuela y Camila. Camila, Antonia. Qué bonitas son blank faldas. ¿Son nuevas? Now, I'm going to back out of this because I'm already seeing that I have a typo. Right as I looked at that, I was like, I know I typed that in. So I'm going to back this out because everybody has the right answer. Everybody's got the right answer. See how I put that? I'm going to back it out and change it live right in front of you. Because Camila Antonio, now I'm going to put two answers. And the reason why I want to do that, I'll do it right in front of you. You can say, qué bonitas son sus faldas, your guys' skirts. Or we can also, anybody know if we were living in Spain, what we would say? Anybody want to take a stab at that before I type it in? Okay, not vos, although I appreciate your energy there. Vos means you, but in Latin America, in some areas, it's a now vosotros means you guys, but we're using the possessive adjective. It looks like this. It looks like that. I'm going to actually shrink the size here. So I can have sus or vuestras, sus or vuestras. Now you won't use vuestras, to be honest, unless you are living in España. Okay. So we go back to this. Camila, qué bonitas son sus faldas. Camila and Antonia, son nuevas? Sí, abuela. And then I'm going to change this again right in front of you. We're going to do nuestras. Our skirts. I just rushed on answering that. So we have our skirts. Good. Shift that there. I always like to do it live in front of you so we can all be aware of the true way of saying it. Okay. Camila y Antonella, qué bonitas son sus faldas o vuestras faldas. ¿Son nuevas? Sí, abuelita. Y nuestras faldas or blusas son nuevas también. Notice how sus does not change for gender. Tú, mis, the only ones that change for gender and number are vosotros, vuestro, and nuestro. So you have nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras. So we've got two options here on number 4. Good. That was a complicated one, and I apologize for having that typo, but I love correcting it in front of you. That's how we learn. Excelente. Muy bien. Perfecto. Okay. ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? Muy bien. Tenemos en español, we have certain interesting features in español. When we write the month, for example, I was born 8th of February. I actually don't capitalize the F in febrero. Febrero. If I have febrero, excuse me, febrero is Italian. My apologies. Febrero, el 8 de febrero. I don't capitalize the F, but, and with when I use days of the week, lunes, martes, I don't capitalize the days of the week. With AM, PM, we also don't capitalize it. And this is kind of a description of that. Let's see here. Okay, good. For this task, I'd like to take out this option. Son las 19:15. We're not going to use military time. Okay, perfecto. So, número uno, ¿qué hora es? Número uno, ¿qué hora es? We'll use regular standard time. It's got PM, so no need to do military time. We're just going to write out 5:05. ¿Cómo se dice? Son las blank y blank. A ver, vamos a escribir. Actually, let's actually ask people to say it out loud after this first one. Muy bien, good, excelente. So, son las 5:05. Son las 5:05. Okay, all right. Let's go. Josh Zezo, ¿estás libre? Are you there, Josh Zezo? Número dos. Número dos. ¿Qué hora es?
The 6 a.m. one? Or no, I didn't see that one down there. My bad.
Número dos. ¿Cómo se llama? Son las.
Son las 3:00.
Okay, excelente. Y Tracy, what's that number? Tracy
Starts
with the D. You got it.
12.
Muy bien, excelente. Son las 3:12. Excelente, excelente. Vamos con número 3. Haley, ¿qué hora es?
Son las 7:00.
Okay, okay, good. Oh, close. 7:00. Now, menos means like we're subtracting time. How do I say a half an hour? So, 7:00.
No, no, 30.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, 7:30 or 7:30, either acceptable. Son las 7:30 or 7:30. Let's see if Tatiana's back. Tatiana, are you there to answer number 4? Número 4? Okay, a ver, vamos a pedir a Marisa Castano. Marisa, ¿qué hora es? Número 4. Okay. Marisa. I see you typed in the answer. Are you there to verbally respond? A ver. Marisa. Hola, Marisa. No. Marisa. Okay. Víctor, ¿qué hora es? Are my speakers working? Or are we just not able to unmute ourselves and talk? Can't hear you guys. Okay, excelente. Juliana, número 4, ¿qué hora es?
Es el 1:15.
Ok. Es la, muy bien. Es la 1:15 or 1:15. Excelente. Es la 1:15 o 1:15. Excelente. Número 5. Vamos con número 5. A ver, Peter, número 5.
Son las 2:50.
Muy bien, son las 2:50. Or we can use that word that slipped out of Haley's mouth. She said we can go tres menos
Oh, yeah.
diez. So either or. I put son las tres menos diez or 2:50 is fine. Either way. Son las 2:50, tres menos diez. No hay problema. Número 6. Vamos con Shannon. ¿Qué hora es?
Son las 4.
Son las 4. Excelente. Son las 4. Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Son las 4. Perfecto. We're cruising. Estamos en racha. There's an expression in Spain that say, estamos en racha. I'll write that out. Estamos en racha. Racha is just a colloquial expression that simply means we're on a roll. Okay, excelente. Muy bien. I want to remind you always that there are links in Canvas that help you create beautiful magical flashcards. I don't know if any of you have taken advantage of that, but you're able to learn great verb conjugation. Here's some sample verbs you can use, and then study those 5 or 10 minutes a day, and that'll keep the doctor away. I kid you not. It really works. All right. Muy bien. Excelente. Vamos a practicar A-R-E-R-I-R. We did this last week or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember, but we're going to jump into 2 new verbs, but I want to recycle the AR verb, and I'm going to once again ask for volunteers. I love it. So, número uno, vamos a leer. You're just going to read what Ramades says, what Claudia says. We'll just start from the top and work our way down with names here. Amanda, número uno, por favor. We're going to use hablar.
Okay. Is it Eloy, las dos chicas rubias? Is it habla?
Hablan. Make sure you got
Is
2.
it because about the girls
Yes,
and not
absolutely.
Eloy? Okay.
Perfecto. So, Eloy, las dos chicas rubias hablan alemán, ¿verdad? Hey, Eloy, those 2 girls speak German, right? So, yes, hablan. Las chicas, that comma is very important. Las chicas hablan. Excelente, muy bien. Ariana, número 2.
Número Camila hablan italiano tu padre.
Muy bien. Now, somebody's talking to Camila. So, can you say that again? Claudia's talking to her friend. You, hey, you speak Italian to your dad.
Habla without the N.
I can't hear that last letter. The N, did you say?
Without the N.
We got to actually add a letter. So instead of
Oh.
let's replace the N with a.
Oh.
I'll show it to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking, do you speak Italian to your dad? I was completely thinking, I wasn't even reading the sentence. Yes. You take off the N, leave it as habla, because it's not saying, do you speak Italian with your dad? It's saying, Camila, does your dad speak Italian? So tu padre is your father. So habla italiano tu padre. Does your father speak Italian? Habla tu padre. I had a little brain freeze there on what the sentence was referring to. Lo siento. Okay, muy bien. Excelente. So habla italiano tu padre. Muy bien. Okay, Xiomara y Lucia. So Ana Sofia is talking to Xiomara Lucia. So vosotras, it's giving you the pronoun. I'm just going to show you this one. This one's tough. Vosotros habláis francés? Do you guys speak French? Now, of course, you can say, do you guys speak French with ustedes as well if you're not in Spain? Muy bien. Sebastián, Juan Fernando. Now we're actually asking Juan. We're speaking directly. Do you blank? This is where my mind was when I was dealing with the whole Italiano. Let's go to Shannon.
Hablas.
Muy bien. Hablas chino y español. Excelente. Juan Fernando, he says, sí, yo blank. Andrés.
Hablo.
Muy bien, excelente. Sí, hablo bien los dos idiomas. Ángela, ¿usted blank español? Once again, we're talking directly to Ángela in a formal way. Sarita.
Hablo.
Muy bien, excelente. Habla español. Muy bien. Ok, otro verbo. Vamos con el verbo leer, to read. Yo leo, tú lees, él lee, usted lee, ella lee, leemos, leéis, leen. Vamos a ver, ok. Número 1, muchos españoles. A ver, Carter. Muchos españoles. Which 6 options would we put in that blank there? Muchos españoles. How are we doing, Carter, on that? Would we go muchos españoles? Leo, lees, lee, leemos, leéis, leen.
Wait, did you call my name?
Yeah, Carter, go
Or
ahead.
did you? Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Didn't hear that. Españoles. Leen.
Muy bien, excelente. Muchos españoles leen el periódico. A lot of Spaniards read the newspaper El País. I actually read that on occasion myself. Okay, a ver, let's see if Leja is available at this point. I can see you there, Leja. Is your mic working on me? No? Can you give me a thumbs up at least that you're awake? No? Okay, excelente. Muy bien, muy bien. Okay, let's go Haley. Excelente. Número 2. Tú blank muchas novelas.
Sorry, the chat box was blocking it.
Oh, no.
It is lees.
Good. I see a lot of people chatting it up there, giving me good answers. Excelente. ¿Tú lees muchas novelas? Do you read a lot of novels? A ver, número 3. Josh Zezo.
Lee.
Huh?
Lee.
Oh, exactamente. Mi amigo lee. Make sure that lee is extended. It's got the 2 E's there. Lee. You don't need to go lee, but just lee. Extended a bit. Lee.
Okay.
Mi amigo
How come-
lee la Biblia.
Oh, how come there's no like accent marks over the second E? And I don't know, just because of the I guess the pronunciation.
Correct. The only reason with 2 vowels you would have um an accent mark if they're 2 different vowels and one needed to be stressed, like if I were to say Rio, like the river, Rio. I'd put an Rio, an accent over the I. There's a rule with pronunciation called open vowels and closed vowels, and which have more stress than others. And some require an accent mark to stress it versus others. There's a whole rule behind it that I'd probably not want to go into, but le does not require. If I have a word that sounds like a monosyllabic word, I do have an accent mark to distinguish it between another, like el, he and the, but there's no other word le. Now, if I had this word, I'm going to type it in right now. This will help answer the question. If I said I read, and I'm not wanting to talk about past tense right now, but I want to answer your question, I would do this. Look what I did here. Notice how I put an accent mark over the I. Yo leí. And see, hear that stress? Yo leí. So hopefully that answered your question. Excelente. Muy bien. Let's go. Go back to Marisa. I'm just trying to recycle people that I've seen pop up every now and then. Marisa, número 4. Okay. Please type in the chat if you can't, if you're.
Yo leo revistas en español.
Okay. Yo leo revistas en español. Excelente. You disappeared on me there. I called out your name a couple minutes ago, so I'm glad you're back. Excelente. Yo leo revistas en español. Muy bien. Número 5, profesora. Oh, we've got usted there. Profesora Mía. Hola, Mía.
Lee.
Muy bien, excelente. Profesora, ¿lee usted todas las composiciones de los estudiantes? ¿Es aburrido? I love that one. Profesora, do you read all of the essays from your students? Is it boring? Excelente, muy bien. Okay, el último verbo. Now on IR verbs. Vivir, vivo, vives, vive, vive, vivimos, vivís, viven. Excelente. Okay, Juan Fernando, ¿tú blank in Mexico? A ver, Peter, ¿tú blank in Mexico? What's the correct conjugation on that?
Tú vienes.
Okay, good. Make sure there's no N there. So vives, excelente.
Vives. Apologies.
Yes,
Tú
excelente. And it technically is a soft B, vives. A lot of people can go vives, but the v is not a sound that's used in Spanish primarily. Vives in Mexico. And siguiente, blank con tus padres. Do you live with your parents? ¿Vives con tus padres? Okay, la respuesta, no. Mis padres y yo, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do that because I just noticed a typo already. I'm going to fix that right in front of you. I'm actually giving you all answers too. Okay. All right, let's go back. Right when I saw the sentence, I realized that I quickly typed it in. Good. So, mis padres y yo vivimos en Costa Rica. ¿Y tú? Omar y su familia. What would I do on this one? Omar y su familia. Omar and his family blank in Ecuador. Let's go to, let's see if Tatiana's there yet. Tatiana, you there at all? Nope, you're not with us tonight. Okay. All right, muy bien. Vamos a ver. Juliana, how about you? Número 7. How about you, Victor? Anybody there? Victor, no? No? Did we tap out? Go grab a drink. Okay, all right. Perfecto. A ver, vamos. Andrés.
Viven.
Excelente. Viven. Muy bien. Excelente. Omar y su familia viven en Quito, la capital del Ecuador. Excelente. Muy bien. Yo blank en casa. Oh, that's an easy one. Yo, a ver, vamos a escribir. Okay, Victor, is your mic not working? I'm glad you're there, but is your mic not working? Can you maybe answer that question? Is there any way you can unmute it? Chime in here. I'm gonna get you saying you're there, Victor. Can you type in the chat? Give me a little bit of explanation there. Were you able to use the mic at all? No. Okay, número 8. Yo vivo. Excelente. Yo vivo en casa. Oh, got it. Okay. Yo vivo en casa con mis padres. Muy bien, excelente. Perfecto. Okay, número 9. Ustedes son primos de Xiomara. Blank ustedes en El Salvador. What do we got on that one? Blank ustedes en El Salvador. Okay. What do we got there? Actually, I see Lachey finally chiming in. I could see you there. What's the answer on that one? Malaysia. I'm sorry. Pronounced your name wrong. Malaysia. What do we got on número 9? What can we conjugate that one to? Can you hear me, Malaysia? Can you thumbs up?
Viven.
Say that again.
Viven.
Okay, muy bien. Viven. Excelente. Excelente. Perfecto. And I see a lot of people typing in the correct answer. Muy bien. Beautiful. Excelente. Okay. AR verbs, ER verbs, IR verbs. That's the foundation. Foundation. Okay. Excelente. Vamos a seguir. Okay. Let's see here. Professor, can you explain why we have vivimos for number 6? Oh, yes, I can totally explain. In fact, I had to fix that one. So take a look at the question is here. Hey, do you live in Mexico? Do you live with your parents? Look at how it says mis padres y yo. So whenever my parents and I, that's equivalent to saying we. It's as if I said nosotros. So my parents and I, translation, we live in Costa Rica. That's why we had to use the we conjugation. You don't always have to say nosotros. By saying my parents and I is like saying nosotros. So that's a great question. Excelente. ¿Por qué mis padres y yo? Oh, yeah, that's right. Excelente, Amanda. Exacto. Mis padres y yo, nosotros, we. Perfecto, perfecto, perfecto. Okay. 3 tipos de verbos. AR, ER, IR. Now let's see if you guys don't get them confused. Excelente. Muy bien. Vamos a ver, chicos. Stephania y yo. Now we're going to piggyback off of Victor there. Stephania y yo, which assumes we're saying what? ¿Cuál es la conjugación correcta? A ver, vamos a ver. Excelente clase. Ok. Excelente, excelente. Escribimos, muy bien. Stephania y yo escribimos muchos mensajes electrónicos. We write a lot of text messages. Número 2. La novia de Eloy, blank ropa bonita, muy bonita. Ok, clase, muy bien. Excelente, excelente. La novia de Eloy lleva ropa muy bonita. Excelente. Muy bien. Perfecto. Ok. Mi madre y yo, blank la casa los sábados. Mi madre y yo, excelente. Limpiamos la casa los sábados. Excelente. Mi madre y yo limpiamos la casa los sábados. Perfecto, perfecto. Muy bien, muy bien. Excelente, excelente. Mis padres, número 4. What does that word? A ver, what does that word desayunar mean? What does that? Anybody want to? Sadira, ¿cómo se dice desayunar en inglés? Do we know what that is in inglés? What do you think? What do you think that means?
Is it like having a meal together?
Yes, it's having a specific meal, actually.
Lunch?
Okay, the one prior to that.
Breakfast.
Excelente, muy bien. Mis padres y yo, muy bien. And I had a lot of people chime in on that one. Thank you. Mis padres y yo. Now, careful, Juliana. Careful. Make sure our conjugation's correct. Actually, yes, it is correct. Just double checking. I thought I saw. Oh yeah, one person had left off the N. Yes, desayunan. Excelente. Mis padres desayunan juntos por la mañana. My parents eat breakfast together every morning. Número 5. I think I might have said mis padres y yo. I don't know why I kept saying y yo. Antonella, la hermana menor de Camila, blank, las tiras cómicas todos los domingos. Good, excelente. Lee. Una tira cómica. That's the in the newspaper, the funny pages, I think we call them, right? Back in the day when newspapers existed on paper. Omar y Marcela no blank juntos al mediodía. Excelente, you guys are on it. No comen juntos. I love you're not getting the A-R-E-R mixed up. Okay. Yo blank por teléfono con mis padres. Muy bien. Yo hablo por teléfono con mis padres. Yo uso Skype. Excelente. Mis padres en Chile. Carlos y Maritza. Carlos y Maritza, excelente. Andan en bicicleta los sábados. Great review. Excelente. Eloy, Camila y Angela blank a las clases de lunes a jueves. Excelente. Asisten. Muy bien. Remember the word asistir is to attend and atender is to assist. Just remember that. Asistir is to attend, like attend class, and atender is to assist, like I'm going to assist you. Te voy a atender. I'm going to take care of you. Interesting, right? Okay. Why are the good? Oh, why S? Carter, can you articulate a little bit here? Oh, why are the S's capitalized? Yeah, no clue. No clue. This was the image that I took out of the digital book. No clue why they're capitalized. Maybe to emphasize that they're two S's, but no. That even right here below, escuchar has a capital S. I don't know. Don't know. That's a great question. Mis amigos Eloy y Franklin y yo. Good. Escuchamos. Muy bien. Excelente. Escuchamos. Muy bien. Excelente. That was actually a really difficult one. Muy bien. Okay. Yo quiero practicar los demostrativos. Okay. Aquí, here, allí, there, allá. So we're actually going to use the three phases of distance. Aquí, this and these. Allí, there, like just over there. Allá, which is that and those. And then allá, way over there. That would be that and those with aquello, aquella, aquellos, aquellas, aquel, aquella. See? So we've got this and these have T's, that and those don't, and way over there, aquel and aquella, aquellos and aquellas. And I'm not sure why I rewrote that and those on the left. That's redundant. Okay. All right, muy bien. Vamos a ver. So, los niños juegan el fútbol. The goal is to put the correct demonstrative. Número uno, un ejemplo, por ejemplo. Esos niños juegan al fútbol. So, those children, just right over there, play soccer. Esos niños juegan al fútbol. Número dos, blank familia. Blank familia celebra el cumpleaños, un cumpleaños con una merienda y globos. What would we do? Okay, good. I like your answer, but make sure gender is specific. Good. Excelente, Amanda. Way over there. Way over there. We're using that unique one. Okay, excelente, Sarita. Muy bien, excelente. Aquella familia celebra un cumpleaños con una merienda. Aquella familia celebra un cumpleaños con una merienda. Una merienda is an afternoon snack. Globos or balloons. Muy bien, perfecto. Número 3. Blank amigos almuerzan, comen almuerzo en el parque. Muy bien, excelente. Excelente, Shannon, Sedita, Amanda, excelente, excelente. All right, I'm going to go ahead and some of you can type it in the chat, but let's see if we can call in some people. Let's see if people are back to participate. Marisa, you there yet? Número 3. What would we have for número 3? How are we doing? Did we step out? Marisa, I see that you typed in something earlier. I was just wondering if everything's okay. Okay, excelente. We'll check in on a ver, Tiana. We back from our little break yet? No? Tiana, we there? Okay, nope. What about Juliana? I think I had you chime in earlier. I'm double checking. A ver, número 4. What do we do? Los juegan. Juegan debajo. Those two kids way over there. No, Juliana? Not with us anymore? No? Okay, perfecto. All right, let's go to Peter. Way over there. Those ones way over there, those niños. What?
Esos niños.
Grammatically correct. Outstanding. Beautiful. Excelente. Any other option? Could we use another one? Esos niños could work, but is there another option?
Abuelos.
Yes, excelente. Aquellos niños juegan debajo del árbol. Excelente. Aquellos niños juegan debajo del árbol. Muy bien. A ver, Mia, vamos. Mia R. Blank mujer corre en el parque. So we can say that one just right over there. Blank mujer. What do we got for that one, Mia?
Esa.
Excelente, perfecto. Esa mujer corre en el parque. Excelente. Esa mujer corre en el parque. Muy, muy, muy bien. Excelente. A ver. Let's go with Andrés, número 6. We got
would be
this boy.
Este.
Okay, excelente. Notice how this with masculine singular is an E and that singular is an E. So este and ese, but yet all of them are pretty clear. Estos, estas, esos, esas. Okay, muy bien, excelente. Okay, no hay problema. No hay problema. Okay, perfecto. All right, muy bien. Presente reflexivo. This is where it gets a little challenging. All of our cool verbs here. Okay. Vamos a ver cuál es la oración que mejor describe el par de dibujos. So, two dibujos. I'm going to give you an example. Un ejemplo, okay. El niño se baña después de bañar al perro. ¿Qué número refleja la frase? ¿Qué número? Ok, número 3. Ok, el niño se baña. Pero ¿qué es después de bañar? It's not después de bañarse. Oh, but he's not bathing himself in that second part. He's bathing the dog. So el niño se baña después de bañar al perro. Ok, muy bien, excelente. Frase número 2. Él se quita la camisa, pero ella se pone los zapatos de tenis. And these are images that are recycled from our last lesson. Ok, perfecto, excelente. Se quita la camisa. Él se quita la camisa, pero ella se pone los zapatos de tenis. ¿Cómo se dice en español? A ver, todos por favor en el chat. ¿Cómo se dice en español? I put on a shirt, or the shirt in this case. I put on the shirt. ¿Cómo se dice I put on the shirt? I'm sorry, not put on. I take off the shirt. I want to use the same verb. My apologies. I take off the shirt. ¿Cómo se dice I take off the shirt? ¿Cómo se dice I take off the shirt? Okay. Muy bien. Me quito la camisa. So I'll go ahead and type it in to clarify. A couple of you have the right answer. Yo is optional, by the way. Me quito la camisa. Excelente. Me quito la camisa. Perfecto. La letra C. La muchacha se maquilla antes de cepillarse el pelo. La muchacha se maquilla antes de cepillarse el pelo. Okay. Ok, excelente. Muy bien, muy bien. Maquillarse. La muchacha se maquilla, with the double L, se maquilla antes de cepillarse el pelo. How would I translate that into English? Can you guys type in a sentence in English? I want you to be a professional translator. How would I translate that? How would I say that in English? La muchacha se maquilla antes de cepillarse el pelo. Okay, I'm going to let a couple more people chime in before I comment. La muchacha se maquilla antes de cepillarse el pelo. Okay, so I have the girl does her makeup before brushing her hair. Okay. The girl puts on makeup before brushing her hair. The girl puts on makeup and brushes her hair. The girl puts on makeup before she brushes her hair. Okay. Um, actually, no, I don't. Can you clarify what doesn't exist, Amanda? Sorry, what are you talking about?
Sorry, I was thinking that like the word like does
Oh,
doesn't
yes.
exist, and I had put like she does her makeup before,
But you can say it like that. When we talked about last week, the word does in a question, like, does he swim? You wouldn't say, hace nadar él. You would just say, nada, nada él in a question. So, yeah, in that case, you don't articulate it through Spanish, but we say it in English. You can say she does her makeup or she puts on makeup. That's a valid way of expressing that idea of what she's doing. The act of doing this, she does her makeup, she puts on makeup. Either way, it's fine. So I could say the girl does her makeup before brushing her hair. The girl puts on makeup before brushing her hair. The point is doing this makeup is happening before before brushing. Now there was a student that said before she brushes. That's fine. You can say it like that, but just make sure that antes de, when you've got that de, you're not conjugating that next verb. Antes de cepillarse el pelo. So let's rewrite this entire sentence and say, I put on makeup or do my makeup. I put on makeup before brushing my hair. How would I say that? I put on makeup before brushing my hair. All right. Let's see what you guys got going on. Okay. Ooh, I like it. There's one little tweak you need to do to it, Amanda. Can you find that little teeny tweak? One little letter that you need to change. Beautiful. Anybody else? Yes, exactamente. Muy bien. Okay. Same thing to you, Victor. One little teeny letter you need to fix there. It all looks good though. Okay, Carter. Okay, almost. That second verb's a little tricky for some of us, isn't it? Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and type it out. I'm going to type in the word yo. You don't have to. Yes, myself. You're right, because it's myself. Yo me, good. Maquillo, that's the reflexive verb. Yo me maquillo. I put on makeup. Antes de is the preposition. Antes de. And now I got to do the verb again because I'm brushing, or another verb. I'm brushing, but I don't say the ing form in Spanish. It's the infinitive. Cepillarme, because it's still to me, el pelo. So that's the official way. Yo, optional, me maquillo antes de cepillarme el pelo. Excelente. Ok, siguiente clase. Este hombre se ducha por la mañana, pero la niña se baña por la noche. Ok, rápido, chicos. Muy bien. Este hombre se ducha por la mañana, pero se baña por la noche. Ok, y obviamente tenemos dos más. Él se afeita la cara, pero su esposa se afeita las piernas. Él se afeita la cara, pero su esposa se afeita las piernas. Ok, excelente, sí. Muy bien. La cara, las piernas, él se afeita la cara, pero su esposa se afeita las piernas. Excelente, muy bien. Afeitarse, that's a tough one to say. Afeita, fade, it's E-I, afeitar. Yo me afeito, yo me afeito, tú te afeitas. Very difficult. The stem change is only on the boot part of the verb. So we form, it's nosotros nos afeitamos. Oh, actually, that does keep the stem change. Afeitamos in that one. I was thinking of something like the verb despertar. Despertamos. But let me write out the afeitar because that actually maintains all the way through. So it's actually not a stem changing verb. Nos afeitamos. So, and then a stem changing example would be nos despertamos versus like yo me, and I'll just put me. We don't need to put the yo me despierto. So I just want to give an example of a stem change happening with the me, but not the nosotros. Here we've got afeitamos. Okay, muy bien. F, se acuesta a las 11:30 y se levanta a las 6. Muy fácil, ¿no? Se acuesta a las 11. Ok, muy bien. En español, una pregunta es importante. Formar una pregunta es importante. Necesitamos formar algunas preguntas. Aquí dice, turn the following statements into questions. Can we do that? We've got cuándo, when, cuántos, how many, cómo, how, dónde, where, qué, what. So, Jorge tiene 21 años. That's an answer. We're playing Jeopardy, okay? Jorge is 21 years old. Thus, I have to create the question, how old is Jorge? ¿Cuántos años tiene Jorge? Okay. Now remember, in a question, the verb and the object, often that subject of the sentence is at the end. ¿Cuántos años tiene Jorge? See that? Attach that there. So the verb object or object, verb object, the question word before the verb and the object. Remember, we got to place the pronoun at the end. So let's go ahead and take this, look at this one. Fernando or Juan Fernando y su familia viven en Costa Rica. Now, what does that even say? Okay. Juan Fernando and his family live in Costa Rica. So what would be the logical question? Where does Juan Fernando and su familia live, right? ¿Cómo se escribe? Oh, yes. Muy bien. Out of the gate, Shannon. Yes. Excelente. Muy bien. Perfecto. Coming in hot. Here we go. Muy bien. Otra persona, posiblemente. Okay. Good. Excelente. Muy bien. Okay. Some of us, now, I don't expect perfect punctuation. Having an upside down question mark and accent marks, it's okay. You guys can omit those. That's fine. Sometimes on a keyboard, it's hard to do that. Okay, excelente. ¿Dónde viven Juan Fernando y su familia? Good. ¿Dónde viven Juan Fernando y su familia? ¿Dónde viven Juan Fernando y su familia? Okay, número dos. Número dos. Juan Fernando habla chino y español. Juan Fernando habla chino y español. Juan speaks Chinese and Spanish. So maybe we could say, what languages does Juan speak? How would I say that? A ver. A ver, a ver, a ver. Okay. Good. Now, actually, you know what? That is a equivalent answer. Now, I can write this two ways. I have an example here, but you can also say it a different way. I'm seeing some ideas come out. It's fine. We could do it two ways. And I'll actually add this second way in post, okay? So I'll go ahead and do this. ¿Qué idiomas habla Juan Fernando? Okay, what languages does Juan Fernando speak? Now I'm going to back this up and add one in there live. Or what can we do? I'm going to go ahead and say what you guys said and use this. If I can go like this, let's go like this. Boom, boom. So, ¿qué habla Juan Fernando? What does Juan Fernando speak? We can keep it simple like that. What does Juan Fernando speak? I said what languages to clarify, but it's okay. ¿Qué habla Juan? Juan habla español. ¿Qué habla Juan? Juan habla español y chino. And that's completely fine. I threw in idiomas because I wanted to clarify what we were talking about, but it's pretty much understood, right? Okay, excelente. Muy bien. Perfecto. Siguiente. La fiesta es el viernes. I'm not going to even help you out on that one. La fiesta es el viernes. A ver. Let's see here. La fiesta es el viernes. Okay, good. Excelente, Carter. Muy bien. Muy bien. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Okay, excelente. Okay, good. Excelente. ¿Cuándo es la fiesta? ¿Cuándo es la fiesta? Muy bien. Siguiente. Omar y Marcela tienen dos hijos. Omar y Marcela. Oh, hey. Víctor, nice to see you. Qué bueno verte. Excelente. Got you on the camera now. Good. Muy bien. Okay. Omar y Marcela tienen dos hijos. This is kind of a tough one. Juan y Marcela have two children, two sons, two children, however you want to say that. Okay, good. Good try on that one, Shannon. A ver. We want to say something like, how many kids do they have, or does Omar, do Omar and Marcela have? Okay. Good, excellent. I'm starting to see some good answers pop up. Perfecto. ¿Cuántos hijos tienen Omar y Marcela? ¿Cuántos hijos tienen Omar y Marcela? Perfecto. Ok, muy bien. Número 5. Ramadés nació el 26 de julio de 1994. So this uses past tense. We're not there yet. Basically, it says Ramadés was born on the 26th of July of 1994. So the point is, we want to say when, and we could reuse nació. Okay. When blank blank. Good. Okay. Now, could we say, okay, let me type it out. Let me type out clearly what somebody was trying to say here. So, this is what you probably wanted to say. I'm going to type it out and let you know. El cumpleaños de, oh no, excuse me. So we can go in a question format. ¿Cuándo es el cumpleaños de Radamés? Now, I'm hesitant on saying that that's okay because it's asking when his birthday is. We're kind of we're talking about food, but necessarily not the same piece of pie here. It's a different flavor. When was he born? We kind of want to get specific with that. So, ¿cuándo nació Ramadés? Could I say, ¿cuándo es el cumpleaños de Ramadés? Yes, but my response would then have to be, su cumpleaños es el 26 de julio. Ok, muy bien, excelente. Vamos con el número 6, la última frase, número 6. El padre de Eloy se llama Antonio Ramírez del Valle. Antonio Ramírez del Valle. Okay, excelente. Muy bien. Okay, I'm seeing some people start here. ¿Cómo se llama? Okay, good. ¿Cómo se? Okay, perfecto. ¿Cómo se llama el padre de Eloy? Perfecto. Perfecto. ¿Cómo se llama el padre de Eloy? Muy bien. Ok. Aplauso, aplauso, aplauso. We're en racha. Estamos en racha. We're on a roll, right? Estamos en racha. Verbo preferir y querer. El verbo preferir y querer. Ok. Tenemos aquí querer is I want or to want. Preferir is to prefer. And they usually go with another verb. So they're called auxiliary verbs. Okay. Claudia y yo blank ir al cine. The thing is which one's logical? Which one's more logical? I'm going to make sure I don't have any typos here. Muy bien. Claudia y yo blank ir al cine. Good. I like it. Careful the spelling there, Amanda. Claudia y yo. Okay. Queremos. Claudia y yo queremos. Queremos. It's a stem and changing verb. Quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos. Okay. ¿Y ustedes? No, nosotros. So you see the pattern? We want to do this. Well, we prefer to do this. It's kind of the thought process. Claudia y yo queremos ir al cine. ¿Y ustedes? No, nosotros preferimos. Excelente clase. Preferimos salir a bailar salsa. Excelente. Nosotros preferimos salir a bailar salsa. We prefer to go out and dance salsa. Look at that. Salir a bailar. Two verbs. Salir a bailar. You have to connect those two with that letter A. It's just a grammatical thing. Preferimos salir a bailar salsa. We're going to go out to dance. Leave to dance, truly is what it's saying. Okay. Abuela de Xiomara. Nieta querida. Dear grandchild. Dear granddaughter. Yo blank viajar a Berkeley. Good, excelente. I'm already seeing people type it in. Yo quiero viajar a Berkeley para visitarte. Ay, no, abuelo. Yo blank viajará. Yo blank viajará. Yo, make sure the spelling's right on that. Okay, excelente. Excelente. Yo prefiero viajar a El Salvador para estar con la familia. Okay, número 3. Camila, blank, tú hacer la tarea de matemáticas en mi casa esta noche. A ver, excelente, excelente. ¿Quieres tú hacer la tarea de matemáticas en casa esta noche? No, gracias, Claudia. Blank, uh-oh. Yo prefiero. Now, there's a tough word there. Quedarme. That is a reflexive verb, and that means to stay. Quedarme. Could I have said me prefiero quedar? Sure. Prefiero quedarme en casa porque hace mal tiempo. Llueve, hace frío. Omar, ¿qué blanca hacer el domingo? Okay. Omar is a friend. So how do we respond to that? What do you want to do? What do you want to do on Sunday? Excelente. Good. ¿Qué quieres hacer el domingo? ¿Qué quieres hacer el domingo? ¿Ver la televisión y jugar al golf? Excelente. Muy bien, muy bien. Let's go ahead and good. Prefiero. I'm gonna have the very last two. I need to recycle back here. Let's see if Julian, are you there to possibly fill in that first blank on number 5? Just kind of double checking on my wonderful students to see if they've perked up a bit. How about you, Marisa Castaño? You there to fill in one of those blanks? Okay.
Which
okay.
one? Número 5?
Huh? Marisa?
You're talking about number 5?
Numero 6. Yeah, you disappeared for a few minutes there. Everything okay?
Yes, my son.
Okay, okay, no hay problema.
Chicos. Are you, it's one or the other, right? Okay. Chicos,
What would you put in there?
hold on.
The pattern that we've been doing is, hey, do you want to do this? No, I prefer to do this. Hey, I want to do this. No, you prefer. So you can use querer first if you like.
Chicos, ¿queremos ustedes tomar el examen hoy o el lunes?
Okay, okay, okay. Ustedes would be quieren
Okay.
tomar el examen. Muy bien, el lunes. And then on the we form, yes, you can use preferir. How would I say we prefer?
Preferimos.
Very close. Excelente. Preferimos. That's it. Preferimos. Excelente. Muchas gracias. Muy bien. Okay. Muy bien. Hay algunas preguntas. These are difficult auxiliary verbs, but they're very useful and they're used a lot. Quiero ir contigo. Quiero comer. Prefiero comer, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Ok, muy bien. Vamos a ver. Okay, la última sección. There's been a lot of practice going on. This is our very last practice of grammar. Once again, these videos are recorded. So if any of these sections is a review, this serves as a really good review for your test next week as well. We're going to do a lot more review as well to prepare for the test. So you can always go back and look at these slides and or video. Muy bien. Pensar, to plan to, it means to think, but it also is to plan to, like I plan to study tonight. Pienso estudiar. Tener ganas de, that means to have an interest in or feel like, I feel like swimming. Tengo ganas de nadar. And then ir a, I've got two activities to help us explain this. So hopefully we've got enough time. We got 15 minutes. There's a reading task at the end we might not get to, but that's okay. Okay, perfecto. Pensar. We'll just roll through this a little quickly. Juan Fernando blank viajar a México. Juan Fernando plans to travel to Mexico. ¿Cuál es la respuesta correcta? Plans to travel to Mexico. Okay. Okay, what can we write in there? Juan Fernando blank viajar a México. Any options here? Waiting for you guys to respond. Good, excelente. Now, this is a difficult one because pensar is a stem changing verb. So piensa or pienso, piensas, all those first three singular forms, and then the ustedes piensan, we would be pensamos. So Xiomara y Lucia, what would that be? Xiomara y Lucia. Xiomara y Lucia I'm going to go ahead and show you this one. Xiomara y Lucia piensan asistir a clase durante la mañana y trabajar durante la tarde. Excelente. Tú, hey, what do you plan to do tonight? ¿Qué blank hacer esta noche? ¿Qué blank hacer esta noche? What do you plan to do? Okay, excelente. ¿Qué piensas? Good, good. These verbs came up, should be coming up on your Connect homework. Yo blank, I plan to go to the movies. Excelente, pienso. Piensa, piensan, piensas. Pienso, excelente, muy bien. I plan to go to the movies. Muy bien. Okay, número uno. Eloy y su novia, all we do is conjugate tener. Ganas de just follows. So all we got to do is conjugate tener. Eloy y su novia, for example, tienen ganas de salir a bailar. They want to, or they feel like is what it's translated to. They feel like going out dancing. And en Año Nuevo, on New Year's, blank, dar una fiesta tú. So do you plan on, or do you feel like, I should say, do you feel like having a party? Excelente. ¿Tienes ganas de tener una fiesta? ¿Tienes ganas de tener una fiesta? Sí. Mamá y yo, we, remember that? Victor, my family, I'm sorry, my family and I, we, sí, tenemos ganas de dar una fiesta. Yo, no blank ir a una fiesta. No, I don't feel like going to a party. Good. No tengo ganas de ir a una fiesta. These are really good slides to review. Excelente. I want to clarify the idea of ir as going to a location and ir as going to do something. One is a verb, like I am going to swim, voy a nadar. I am going to the beach, voy a la playa. So two different uses of ir, but it's still conjugated the same, right? This tells what we are going to do. ¿Qué va a hacer? That connecting glue. We talked about it last week. ¿Qué va a hacer Sebastián mañana? What is Sebastian going to do tomorrow? Sebastián va a hacer ejercicio. Now I'm articulating it, va a hacer, but when you say it in real life, it sounds like this. Oh, Sebastián va a hacer ejercicio. Excuse me. Va a hacer ejercicio en el parque. Va a ser, va a ser. It almost sounds like one word. Va a ser. Va a hacer. Okay. Ángela, ¿qué blank hacer tú? Good. Now, careful. Yes, Amanda. Good. Good for adding it in there. Vas a. We got to have that glue. ¿Qué vas a hacer tú? ¿Qué vas a hacer tú? What are you going to do after class? ¿Qué vas a hacer tú? Yo voy a ir de compras. Excelente. Yo voy a ir de compras. I'm going to go shopping. Yo voy a ir de compras. Excelente. Número dos. ¿Y qué blank hacer Franklin y Estefanía? ¿Y qué blank hacer Franklin y Estefanía? Good. ¿Qué van a hacer Franklin? What are they going to do? ¿Qué van a hacer Franklin? Franklin's going to work. Estefanía is going to study. Good, good, good. Now, when I say going to work, I'm not saying he's going to his job, like place of location. He is going to work, meaning he's in the act of now working. Like I'm going to work on my car. That's what that is. I'm going to work on something. Voy a trabajar. Like, hey, I'm busy. I got to go to work. Not let it like go. It's this difference of like saying I'm going to the beach. No, that you can say that, but there's a difference of voy a trabajar and voy al trabajo. I'm going to type those two in there. So voy al trabajo would be the I'm going to a place of employment right now. Voy a trabajar is meaning I'm going to work. I'm going to labor. See those two differences? Okay. ¿Y qué blanca hacer ustedes? Muy bien. ¿Qué van a hacer ustedes? Excelente. Excelente. Nosotros. Vamos, good. Vamos a ir al cine. We are going to go. We are going to go to the movies. We have actually those two parts in there. We're going to do something and we're also going to a place. Vamos a ir al cine. ¿Cuándo blank estudiar tú? When are you going to study? Good. ¿Cuándo vas a estudiar? Yo? I'm going to study this afternoon or later. Más tarde. Yo voy a estudiar más tarde, probablemente esta noche, maybe tonight. ¿Y tú, Eloy, cuándo blank hacer la tarea? Okay, you guys are rock stars. Some of you are typing these in fast. ¿Cuándo vas a hacer la tarea para la clase de biología? Yo blank hacer mi tarea mañana. Yo voy a hacer mi tarea mañana. Excelente. Okay, parte A. Now we're going to talk about parte B. This is where we go to a place, not going to do. We're going to a place. Okay. Tú vas al trabajo. I just typed that in there. Al trabajo, to the place of employment after class. Mis hermanos siempre blank cine. Now, big thing here. A and el, to the, a and el make al. But if it's la, like la playa, then it's separate. A la. Okay? Good. Van al cine. Siempre van al cine. Muy bien. They always go to the movie Saturday. Yo siempre blank biblioteca. Good. Excelente. A la biblioteca. Yo voy a la biblioteca. Número 3. Claudia, tú, are you going to the beach to sunbathe and swim? Good. ¿Vas a la playa para, in order to, para tomar el sol y nadar? Fernando y sus amigos siempre blank, blank, siempre blank. Now, restaurante is masculine. So what do I have to do to the a and the el? Good, excelente. Al. Van al restaurante que está cerca de su casa a cenar. Nosotros, blank, librería. We go to the bookstore. Good. Now, librería is not library. Librería is like Barnes and Nobles. Library would be biblioteca. Okay. Number 2 is a library. Number 5 is a bookstore to purchase books. Número 6. Angela blank supermercado. Angela. Careful, it's not tú, it's Angela. Waiting for somebody to type in the answer. Angela, good, excelente. Oh, shoot, oh, mi abuela, good. Angela va al supermercado. Now, this is makes me smile. Number 7, because it says, mi abuelo va a la discoteca para bailar los sábados por la noche. My grandfather goes to the dance club in order to dance on Saturdays at night. I'm just glad that my grandfather still got his groove on, right? Okay. El profesor Sotomayor. Good. So we kind of get the idea, right? Now I want to be able to hopefully paint a picture here. So I got 2 questions here to kind of clarify. ¿A dónde vas el sábado? And ¿qué vas a hacer? Where do you go on Saturday? Or where are you going to go on Saturday? You can really translate it like that. Like this Saturday, where are you going? ¿A dónde vas el sábado? Where are you going on where are you going on Saturday? That's how you translate that. Hey, where are you going? Now, I don't say I am going, literally ing. I just say I go to the blank. And then the next question is, what are you going to do? So where are you going on Saturday? What are you going to do? Exactly. How would I answer that? Un ejemplo es, voy a la playa el sábado. I'm going to the beach on Saturday. Well, what are you going to do? Voy a nadar. See how we have the 2 different, I'm going to the beach. I'm going to swim. 2 different sentences, same verb ir. Okay. ¿Todo bien? Todo bien. Perfecto. Muy bien. Okay. Now, no tenemos tiempo. Son las 7:56. Okay. I'm actually not going to review this next week. We got a lot more stuff we need to get to, but take a look. You've got some information, beautiful reading task. En Ecuador hay lugares muy hermosos. I'd like you to take the slides that I give you in Canvas. This is extra. It's not part of Connect, but I'm requesting it. Go into this slide and read this yourself. Can you read through this? En Ecuador hay lugares muy hermosos. And try to read it to yourself. And I have maps here to show you. It highlights 3 different types of volcanoes. And then, of course, it talks about how Quito and Cuenca were part of the UNESCO. They were declared a cultural humanity, special recognition, right? And then, of course, we got Quito, the capital. What's really cool is you can see this equator line here. It talks about the mountains that run through South America called Los Andes. You can see the big map here on the left that runs all the way down. And then right here in Quito, you got it focused specifically. And it talks about that. And then, of course, at Teleférico, if you get a chance to go there, beautiful place to see the volcano. It's at the base of this volcano. and then you could read this and see what's there. Okay. And then of course you've got something called Mitad del Mundo, which is on my bucket list to visit. Mitad del Mundo, because the equator is that line that divides our planet. It runs right through the northern part of Quito. So you can literally put one foot in the northern hemisphere and one foot in the southern hemisphere. And it talks about that. So the language is not that difficult, but it's good self-reading. And then, of course, I have some true or false. Try not to click through these because I do give you the answers, but I want you to read through these on your own and see if you can answer those true or false questions. Now, before I do that, I want to remind you that, okay, actually, I don't have anything else. A ver, perfecto. ¿Hay algunas preguntas? I'm going to stick around for a couple minutes if you have any questions. If not, you've got a handful of assignments to do on Connect. If you have any questions throughout that process, go ahead and email me, go to my office hours next week, and that extra credit discussion board. I want to take advantage of that. Okay. Perfecto. Muchas gracias a todos.